Top of the morning. It's a hell of a morning. So, I'm sitting there. You know what I'm saying? I ponders on life. You heard me? So, and I don't just get. I do a lot of praying too. A lot of praying, a lot of reading the Bible. Most of the time. You know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of it in my spirit as well. So when I pray, it activates my spirit, and the man comes straight over me and he'll drop something on me. See, I know what the people need out here. See, I got the remedy right here. He's been dropping it on me, but I gotta deliver it like when it's time to deliver it. You hear me? So they say this in the Bible: love conquers all things. Listen again. Love conquers all things. You listening? Why is this say? You heard me? Man, love is like the highest frequency. Love can touch things in your cells and, shake you back from a sickness that you ain't never thought you could shake back from. Man, let me tell you something, bro. You heard me? God is love. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Love will make a man turn his hustle up. See, that go with that. You heard me? Love and respect. Man, that's why that go together. You heard me? That's why the more you respect God, the more love he show you. Let me repeat that. The more you respect God, the more love he show you. The more you respect and treat his creatures right, the better he gonna treat you. I dropped this on you, and I'm gonna keep dropping it on you till you get it. You hear me? Your highest level of happiness. The way you're gonna reach your highest level of happiness is from the way you treat people. God told me this. You heard me? You gotta know this. You heard me? How people treat you. That's how they really feel deep down about themselves. You know what I'm saying? And something happened to them for them to be like that. You hear me? So, and when people are not close to God, who you think they close to? You gotta learn this. You heard me? And that's why I got a peace that surpasses all understanding, bro. I'm looking at America. It's not a recession. They're going into a depression. People ain't got God in their life, so ain't got love in their life. So when you ain't got love in your life, you heard me? Your hustle gone. You're not creative. Then you got hurt people out here, really out here hurting people, man. You heard me? I got the answer right here, bro. We got to go back to God. You heard me? Gotta go back to God. You gotta get your heart cleansed out. You gotta take all that out your heart. You can't be a person out here in competition. You can't want what somebody else got. You heard me? You got to get in your 2-3 zone. You got to go back to God. You heard me? Because it's real, bro. Love conquers all things. Bro, God is love. You ain't never see, he say when your heart messed up, like a good word make it glad. Ain't nothing like somebody walk down on you having a rough time and somebody walk down on you tell you some good news. You heard me? See, God will give you that good news if you go back to him. You see what I'm at? See, he'll send somebody to you like, you heard me? He in control of the hearts and the minds. But why would he give you something and deep down in your heart, you out your mind? Deep down in your heart, as soon as you get that, you trying to show this one and show that one. See, he know all this shit, you heard me? And I understand how it is out here, dog. Don't get it twisted. I hit rock bottom before. You know what I'm saying? I hit rock bottom out here, you heard me? And it wasn't all my fault, but it was my fault. Because I allowed things to go on. I should have been shut down. I allowed people to step over my boundaries that I put to been shut down. I was allowing people to play in my face, knowing they were playing in my face, you heard me? But I see how people is now, man. People ain't gonna do no more than what you allow them to do, you heard me? And that's just how it is. So it's like this, you heard me? The only way you gonna better turn your hustle up, you gotta go run back to God, you heard me? And you got to love yourself enough not to be disrespected and let nobody who disrespectful, who not bringing your energy up at a high level, don't even let them in your cipher. See, people are getting the thrill out now. Let me bring him down. Let me bring his vibe down, you heard me? Let me set this person up to look like this here. Even a relationship, you go by a woman, she got an earpiece in her ear, she got 5, 6 other people listening to you. I come over here for you. I ain't come over here for you in the world. You heard me? I'm coming over here to love on you, woman. And I'm hoping you reciprocate that love back. But it's so wicked, bro. You heard me? Like, and everybody's so selfish these days. Everybody wants you to their self. They so selfish, bro. You heard me? They just think about them and they self. They ain't even thinking about their kids no more. It's all about them. You heard me? And if you gonna be real, we gonna be real. You heard me? Like, that's what I noticed about selfish people too. They don't like you to be selfish. They want you to their self and they be selfish. You heard me? They won't give you the bare minimum. They want the whole thing from you. You heard me? This crazy to me. So I want them to come back to God so God can open their eyes and reveal to them what they need to change within themselves so God could bless their game. Because you first have to be changed in order to see change. I'm going to repeat it. You first have to be changed in order to see change. Love conquers all things. So the women that's holding back what they love and understand, they getting the thrill out of it. That's a form of witchcraft. When your husband needs your loving, you heard me? You give him that. But you know he cheating, ain't tripping, he ain't acting right, cheering. But it's like this. You a woman, you would put here to love a man. When you love a man right, all that witchcraft stuff, you ain't even got to do that. He come and bring it back where that love at. You heard me? You hype him up to go hustle. You heard me? You hype him up to make you happy. This is what you got to, this is what you were put here to do. Woman was put here to help the man. Love him. Nurture to him. Talk to him when the whole world turning against him. You heard me? This is where his peace supposed to be at. You heard me? Peace is the new rich. If I got to go to my house and worry about how bad it is, I don't want to go there. See, I go to my house and I go to my house to get peace. That's where my peace at, you hear me? That's what, and I ain't lying, bro, you hear me? I cut anybody mom off that disrupt my peace. I don't care who you is. You hear me? I don't care who you is, you hear me? Like, I don't care who you is. You disrupt my peace, you gotta go. That's how serious it is out here because people have lost their mind because they not just strayed away from God. The people they dealing with ain't got no love in them to give them. How the woman gonna give you some love and she ain't got no love inside her? Both of y'all hurt. Y'all need to go heal up or y'all need to go to church and start praying together, reading y'all Bible, get back with God. Because ain't nowhere in the world you got something against her, she got something against y'all. Y'all throwing temper tantrum, stupid games. You don't, I'm gonna make sure I don't show you love so you don't be creative. That's why it's all the way messed up now. Because the people that got enough power to help people, like, not saying all of them, you heard me? But they losing their creativity too. They losing their creativity too due to the fact that the love ain't even out here no more. You know what I'm saying? Do you love what somebody doing for you? Because you can make them help you even more. You got to show love if you want love. You heard me? You got to do this. You got to show love if you want love. You heard me? Like real talk, but you got to go to God. Everybody got to go back to God because it's like everybody lost their mind. Everybody lost their mind. Ain't nobody care about God like that no more. You heard me? And God about to max a lot of people out just so he could run back to him and get his attention. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like in this life that, like, bro, out here now, you heard me? It's a dog eat dog world. You heard me? And it don't gotta be like that. You heard me? It don't gotta be like that. You could go back to God and go get it like that. Cause everybody just out they top, bro. I ain't lying. It's one of the most heartless generations I've ever seen. It's one of the most depressing generations I've ever seen. You heard me? Because they don't even know how to keep it real no more. People don't even know how to show love no more. You heard me? And it's crazy, bro. To where I'm letting them know love conquers all things, bro. It do, bro. It do. Like, and I see what's going on. They depressed. You heard me? They ain't getting that love, must be, you heard me? Because if you got love in your heart and you being treated right and stuff like that, you heard me? You gonna be happy. Ain't nowhere in the world you happy and you out here trying to take somebody down. Happy people make other people happy. You heard me? Hurt people hurt people. You heard me? And it's like, sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? You be your own worst enemy. You be to put yourself in that type of position. You be your own worst enemy. You heard me? Nobody looking at themselves. You know why they say real is real? Because it is. It is. People rarely say, you know what? I did that wrong. I was wrong for that. I done had women, I'm talking about, lie, know they lying, and keep lying and lie till they die. You heard me? And they just like that, you heard me? And they got some dudes do that too, you heard me? They gone struggling out there on drugs or whatever you on, you heard me? Just out your mind, you heard me? And you gotta go run back to God, bro. You heard me? A lot of people gotta run back to God because love conquers all things. Love could turn your hustle up, turn your marriage around, you heard me? Like, you heard me? Like, you gotta know this, you heard me? Love conquers all things, bro. You heard me? But I learned this. I had to learn this. How somebody who ain't got $50 gonna loan you $5,000? That's the same way with love. If they ain't got no love in them, how they gonna give you some? How they gonna give you some? The only way you gonna get love, and you gotta go to God. He gotta cleanse you from all that hatred, that envy, that animosity, that power tripping. God gotta humble you. You heard me? Yeah, or you can humble yourself so he can exalt you. You heard me? You got to know who you is at all times without having to show people who you is at all times. You got to know who you is at all times. No matter what happened, how much money you got, how it's looking, who turned their back on you, who betrayed you. You got to know who you is as a man or a woman at all times. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to know this here. Every day ain't going to be a good day. Everybody going to have some rough days and stuff. But I guarantee you a good day going to outweigh your bad. It's all on how you take it if you going to make it, you heard me? I keep telling you, sometimes God can't show you who he is, but through trouble sometimes. You heard me? Real talk, you heard me? And then they be acting like stuff be that bad. It don't even be that bad. Nobody won't go through nothing, you heard me? Everybody want the quick fix, you heard me? Everybody want all the money and stuff. What, so you can go trip out? And I'm going to take care of my phone, but you going to turn into a monster too. A lot of them will do that, you heard me? A lot of them will do that, you heard me? Because if you will do anything for some money, you think God will give you a lot of it? You'll do anything? Man, ain't nowhere in the world. Who you think in control of that? It's in Ecclesiastes. Every man who rich, God made him rich. You heard me? God made him rich, you heard me? So get back with God so he can pour that love into you. You heard me? So you can start loving yourself and vibe at a high frequency. You become creative. You can turn your hustle up. And the women that's manipulating men with their love, man, start showing them some love. He gonna bring it where the love at anyway. You heard me? Everybody power tripping, that form of witchcraft, you know, like the man that showed you he love you, now you manipulating him with your love. You heard me? Want to show somebody what you could do somebody. You heard me? Like, if we can't keep it real with each other, we don't need to deal with each other, shorty. I ain't got time for it. I'm old school, you heard me? That's how I'm moving, bro. You heard me? I don't know how everybody move. This is how I'm moving, bro. You heard me? So, I'm saying it to say this here. We got to bring the love back. And the only way we're going to bring the love back, we got to go back to God. We got to go back to God. Love is a much needed necessity in society right now. We need God right now. Because love will conquer all things. And it's facts, man. So, get back with God. Let him cleanse all that out of your heart. To the women that's manipulating the men with their love, and show him some love so he could turn his hustle up. Talk to him, motivate him. You know, people, even in the street, they put on for the females. You can make him do whatever you want him to do, but make him do something right so God could bless y'all. You heard me? The soul of a woman is powerful, bruh. They just using it the wrong way. Go buck him up to handle some business. You know what I'm saying? Buck him up to do that. Give him that energy he need. I'm telling you, we need the women and the women need us. You heard me? So we got that. God said that in the word. Let's submit to one another. Let's do that. You heard me? Yeah, because love conquers all things. Put the little childish stuff to the side, man. Like, for real. For real, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to do that, you heard me? Amen? Stay up, bruh. Stay focused. And look, bro, I love all y'all. You heard me? Have a blessed day, you heard me? Don't forget, love conquers all things. Amen? One.